All right, day 2 working on this track. Last video kind of popped off. I didn't expect that. I got so many comments that I'm probably gonna mention a lot of them in this video. But today I mainly just want to finish the composition of this track and maybe get into a little bit of mixing, although I might make that its own episode, because that's a whole nother world of pain and agony that we can get into. But I think today I'm gonna try to finish composing. I don't know how long it's gonna take because I'm not entirely satisfied with a lot of the stuff I made. But yeah, let's get into it. Intro's fine. I want to fix up this beginning because I don't like the way the vocals are. They sound a little off. It sounds a little empty, but I don't want to make it too busy by adding a bunch of stuff. So we have the intro, the beginning section to the main portion of the song, which goes into a piano break and then a build up again, probably into a drop like this. I don't want the song to be too long. I kind of want this to mainly just be a quick little house dance, whatever. I don't know, don't care really. Fun song. I want to add something to this segment, and I saw a lot of people were recommending this 3x OSC or oscillator. I've never really bothered to use a lot of the stuff in here, so I mean, I guess I'll just see what it's about. Okay, so is it just 3 oscillators? Is that all this? I do need a lead sound. And then maybe add chorus. Maybe change up the lead a little bit. I think I need to turn this plugin down a little bit. Kepler, whatever. Let me turn this down as well. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. Just the idea and the sound I'm not a big fan of. I don't know if reverb would be good, but I kind of want to try it, so. But I do want to have some sort of filter that brings it in. Yeah, probably a low pass filter. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this sound. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh man. I didn't get any sleep. I'm so tired. Still sounds a little loud, so we're gonna turn that down a little bit. I need to do something with this vocal. Vocoder on top of a vocoder. I'm gonna have Kepler, and it's gonna come in after the lead comes in. And I might have a crash. Let's see if this sounds decent. Or maybe a clap. Honestly, a clap might be good. Maybe raise the snare drum a little bit. I think the drums are getting a little bit lost in the mix a little bit. And also, let me actually change this kick just a little bit, make it a little less boomy. I'm gonna move all the percussion elements kind of up in the same area just to keep things a little bit organized. I always had the sidechain thing underneath the kick drum. I saw a lot of people were like, or I say a lot of people, a couple people were a little bit confused as to why I do it this way. I don't really know. I just like it because I can visually see, you know, I don't know. That's my answer. There's probably a better way of doing it, but for right now, I'm just going to do this. I don't know if I want this clap, actually. Or maybe I'll just have it at a different part. Like this part. With some reverb on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It sounds pretty good. Still want to do something with this vocal. I put the phaser on it, but I'm not the biggest fan of... It still sounds a little weird to me. Or maybe I can just have a different element, another element there as well. Like maybe just a piano playing in the background. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have something like this. Sorry if I... Why? I wish I could give this more space, I guess. Alright, so we have a piano part, and I don't really want any of it coming into this section because I think it's going to be too busy. Yeah, I think it's a little too much right there. So we're just going to put a filter, make it kind of fade out before the main lead comes in. And yes, I know I'm putting a bunch of filters and a bunch of different things. I know. I just like doing that. So I could put a volume automation on there, but I kind of like this. You can't even hear it, but it fades out. So I don't know what's going on with this because I made the curve, and no matter which way I make it, it just doesn't sound like it normally does. So I might just, instead of doing that, I might just have it like do a chop thing. Or no, you know what? We'll just have like a clap or something. What is up with you, Windows? I don't know if I should go with like the big open claps. Like maybe not as much reverb, but I like it. I don't know if I should go with the claps or if I should go with the snare. Alright, so how about we don't have reverb? Alright, here we go. Oh my goodness. Alright, back to what I was doing, which was finishing this kind of build-up thing right here. Which was, I was going to have like a clap go off at the same time. Maybe have that come out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe I can tune this down and have the same thing kind of happen here. Where it's like a big, just have like a big snare hit or something. And then maybe like a double hit right here. And then let's see if we can find a cool sound effect or something we can add. Just try reversing stuff. Like this could be cool. I actually kind of like this. Maybe add like a tom or something. Something like that. Maybe cut this up to where it's like... Alright, so we have the beginning kind of set up. We're done with that. So now we can go into this. Now what I'm thinking is maybe I can switch up the rhythm a little bit. And it can be something simple. It can just be like a... something like that. Sorry I'm not talking much this video. I am so tired right now. Just had like the longest day of my life yesterday with freaking classes and whatnot. Anyways, let's get back to this project. I'd say it's going pretty well so far. Also, I have a habit of just like saving every 3 seconds. Like even if I don't do anything drastic to the song, I still just catch myself just constantly saving. Like I can't not do it. All right. Anyways, let's get back into this. I'm gonna work on this little segment now. Maybe I can make the bass a little bit like grittier. Or you know what? Actually, let me get the oscillator one. I can make a second bass. How about that? Like that. Oh yeah. Check this out. Check this out. Once I put it to the sidechain. You know, I could actually make this the main bass and get rid of the other one actually. We really kind of just got to finish this section and the second drop, and that's basically it. I got to end the recording right here because my headphones are about to die, so I don't know when I'm going to pick up working on this again, but I'll just do like a time skip to that. So, alright, so it's a couple hours later. I'm back on this. We're back on this. Alright, and I got hiccups. I actually have a better idea for this now. I'm going to do like a stutter effect to it, where I'm going to have it just play and I'm going to automate the volume. Man, I just love hiccups. Hiccups are the best, you know? What would I do without hiccups in the world? You know, I'd be so lost. Alright. Fruity Balance. Let's get that automation. Man, I just love hiccups. I kind of like this, but I'm gonna just change it up a little bit. Yeah, let's see what it sounds like. Can these hiccups go away? Oh my god. Let me actually add 2 points right here so I can make the automation a little bit better. And we can do this. Sounds good, pretty simple, gets the job done, sounds nice. I'm not complaining. It's pretty good. And I can add stuff in this. Like, I want to see if I can add... I want to add a sound effect to the drums that I know is in stock FL, or something like it. I swear I've heard something like it. It's like a little laser sound. Imagine I add cowbell to an EDM song. I actually could add cowbell. Hold on, I have an idea. For like a pre-drop thing, I have an idea. This actually might be funny. Maybe add a shaker. I know I'm adding a lot of stuff, but if we can't fit all this stuff in here, we can always go back and, you know, remove stuff. So it doesn't really matter. Let me add like a little shaker pattern. Yeah, like this. I like this. Maybe it's a little loud, but we can change that. And we can always change the sound. I like the cowbell. I guess it's a wood block technically, but it sounds like a cowbell. Maybe instead of like 1, 2, 3, 4, it can be just 3. And then before it goes into this kind of like, I don't know if I'd call it a drop, but like this, whatever you want to call this little dance segment, maybe have the piano play something a little bit that kind of builds into it. I mean, you can't really tell, you can't really hear it, but you know, just kind of help. Okay, I don't really like the lead now. You know what, maybe I can add something on top of it.
Oh, come on and dance now.
These vocals, bro. Dance. I want to add this. Dance. Dance. I kind of like it. It's adding a bunch of bullshit.
Melting to the imprisoned image of a damaged mind, ravaged by an unforgiving time, expressed divinely by a man, not a god.
What is this?
Melting to the imprisoned image of a damaged mind, ravaged by an unforgiving time, expressed divinely by a man, not a god. But
okay, bro. Oh man, that's a laugh. That's
Come
funny.
on and dance. Don't stop now.
You think that was cool? What's this knob do?
What does this knob do?
Check this out.
Oh my god, dude, this sample I heard. I don't know what the song is called, but I remember hearing this from a Marshmello track. It might be called "Check This Out" because I think he like.
Check this out.
It
Check
sounds
this
like
out.
"Check This Out." I think it's called "Check This Out." Let me see real quick. Alright, so I can't include that in the video, obviously for like copyright reasons, but it was the sample. It's "Check This Out" by Marshmello.
It was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
I can't feel no better.
What are these samples?
I'll give you pleasure.
Okay, bro.
This DJ is so funky, man.
I can't.
Come on and dance now.
Bring me to my...
Oh, are you here?
Bring me to my knees.
Why are these samples so freaky?
Freak me, baby.
Like what?
Check this out.
That's right.
I want to
Check
use
this
this
out.
one. I like this one.
Check this out.
Then let me hook it up to the side chain. How about, no, you know what, no, I'm not going to hook it up to the side chain. I'm going to have its own little side chain because the kick takes it away way too much. The kick removes way too much of the volume. Just want to duck it just a little bit. I want to make this piano sound like really big, so I think that means putting a big reverb on it. I feel like I should have mentioned this in the first video, but please do not take like my mixing advice and everything I'm doing as like gospel, because even I don't fully know if everything I'm doing is the best way to do it. You know, it could be different for what you're making. So don't like follow what I'm doing 100% because you're probably not making the same thing. And there might be a better way of doing it. Who knows? Do your own thing, experiment with stuff. If you're just now starting FL, I recommend watching like a bunch of different YouTubers that do like FL tutorials. Don't just watch like one guy. Watch like variety to kind of see like what are the things that are used, you know, widely amongst, you know, the top people on there. What are like the things that are being used the most? You know, what's the best? Not just like, because you might watch one guy and he might do something that works for him, but it's probably not going to work for your mix. So always just make sure that you're not just watching like one person. Watch like a variety of people. And then, you know, if you have issues with something, there's Discord servers, there's forums that you can ask questions in. You know, you can always ask somebody if you're confused on where to go and whatnot. Now let me try a reverb. I'm gonna try a different way of doing this. Let's label this piano reverb. Nice. My spelling continues to impress me. So grand piano, we're gonna send this, we're gonna route the track, and we're gonna also route the reverb track to the side chain. And maybe we won't do that. Maybe we decide that we don't want to route the reverb to the side chain. We'll just experiment with it, see what it sounds like. And then now I'm gonna just kind of copy these settings over. What you're hearing is just the reverb from the piano, so I'm gonna alter this just the way I feel like it. Alright, now let's just see what it sounds like. Alright, sounds nice so far. Oh, I also want to point out just how much of a difference sidechaining makes. Like, just listen to this, okay? So here's the track. It's probably going to distort. Here's the track just right now without sidechaining. I mean, it sounds alright, but as soon as we introduce the sidechain, listen to how much it gives, like, the drums just a groove. And maybe I have it going a little too much. I might decrease it just a little bit, but it's just so much more groovy. I'm gonna actually increase the volume of this a little bit and then decrease the volume of the lead because I noticed that was loud. The cowbell. You know, I've decided I actually want this on beat now. And you know what I could do with this? Hold on, crazy idea. Let me automate the pan. I haven't even really got into panning yet, but that's probably something for the mixing video. Maybe also have the velocity go up. Maybe I should have center as the last one. Something simple that doesn't really, most people who listen to the song are not going to really, you know, care about. And you know what, because I have this off hi-hat playing, I might just delete this middle one right here. Because you can't even really tell regardless. Like, you can't even hear this one when the open hi-hat is playing. You're just adding volume. And you know, I have an idea for the Kepler. I'm actually going to have that come in on the second portion of it. And you know what I can do for the final drop, I guess, slash chorus. It's not really a drop, but it's kind of just like a main lead chorus thing. Is I'm going to copy this segment, but add a lot of the elements that I introduced in this part with it. You always want to have like the last moment be the most climactic. Also, I might introduce like a little mini build up right here and then have it stop at this cowbell, like have everything kind of cut off right here. And then maybe for this segment right here, because I'm adding the piano in and there's so many instruments going on at once, the reverb for the piano doesn't really matter. Like it's just covering everything up. It's just causing a lot of mud. No. And also, the reason I use Fruity Balance to, like, you know, change volumes mid-track is because I don't necessarily like using the faders, because if you, you know, you could still automate them in the middle of the track with the fader, but, like, I don't like, you know, when I automate it and then I go to pull it up and I forget that it's got an automation in the track, so then it literally will just go right back to wherever it was automated. You won't be able to change it. So that's why I use the Fruity Balance volume knob to do it. I always love ending songs with like a piano break. We want to change the pattern because I think it clashes with Kepler and kind of clashes with this because it's like 3 different patterns at once. Dude, I might literally just take this pattern and just put it into the piano one. I actually really like it like that. And then since it's piano, I do want it to kind of ring out a little bit, so I'm gonna just make the length a little bit longer. I mean, you can't really hear this piano segment that well, but it's just another thing that you can add. Let me actually have this as the second one, just so it kind of helps build into the final stretch. And you know what I might have? I'm gonna just have it play this segment. And I also might have this come in with a EQ. Now this EQ is only going to affect the regular piano. So if I wanted to EQ the reverb, I would have to do that as well, which is kind of the downside to doing that. It's whatever. Also, remember when you have stretch mode on, the amount of times that I have done this to, like, you know, cut a audio thing a little bit shorter and forgot I had the stretch mode on and just turn the audio file into something like this. Just always remember. Let me have the bass in this segment, actually. Let me turn this up a little bit more. Oh my god, I'm tired. Yep, and that's how we're going to end the song. We're going to have a crash here, crash there, lead into that, and then lead into the final one. And you know what? For this final segment, I might actually have the vocal chops come in for a little bit. Oh, wait, no, and we can bring back this little element. We never brought this back. You know, for this clap, I'm going to clone it and then make the clone. I'm going to just test this, see if this sounds any better. Make it a little bit higher pitched, make it fade out just a little bit, you know, quicker. And then make this one stereo, just to give it that a little bit of stereo image. Or actually, let me see what happens if I make it sound, you know, very big. You know what this kind of sounds like? This sounds like something you'd hear from Lachlan. I forget how you pronounce his name. It's Lachlan, something like that. House, sort of electro house, dance stuff. But like, it's very good. This kind of gives me that vibe. We basically got the composition almost, I mean, entirely done. Oh my goodness, hiccups. So now what we can do is we can just go in, experiment, and then just add stuff. Flex has some decent guitar samples. I want to try something. I can have it going at the very end. Maybe at the beginning, actually. Add reverb on this and just remove a decent amount of the dry. Alright, then let me have the reverb just go off right here. It's completely shut off. Let me add the dance to sidechain. You know what? And I can do something with this, actually. I love doing these little, like, last bar sounds. I don't know. It's damn near midnight. I'm tired. I need to finish this up. And also remember, when you're making a build-up, pitching up the drums always helps build hype. Such a simple way of doing it. I love using this little ping sound effects. I'll have to make a video sometime showing like some of the songs I made and like how I made them, or like the behind the scenes, because I use this sound effect quite a lot in my drums. The main one I used that sounded good was I think it was Shine. Like I used it on the drums. I think I have like a shorts video up kind of showing, you know, the behind the scenes of some of the songs that I made, but I want to go in depth at some point, especially on some of my favorites and some of the older ones, because I do want to see like how bad some of the older project files are, because I didn't know how to use FL. I just came out, you know, out of using Soundtrap for basically 2 years and then got put directly into FL, and there were so many things I was doing that were like so bad. So I think it'd be fun to like go back and look at some of those. I don't know if y'all would be interested in that. This is basically all I have for today. We're basically done with composition. If I want to add something, you know, in a future episode that I'm thinking of, then I'll add it. This is kind of what we have for today. Alright, so that's basically it for this video. Obviously, the next video is probably going to be like a mixing video. I'm obviously, you know, if I'm listening to it and there's something I want to change, I'm going to change it, even though it's technically going to be probably a mixing episode. But then also, I felt like I should have said this the last video. I do have a song coming out pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I did just release the Moog City remix that I've been working on for like damn near a year now. You know, I have Instagram, TikTok. You know, if y'all want to go follow me there, you're welcome to. Yeah, man. That's all I got for today, I think. If I have something else, then I'll add it in post. Oh, right. I needed to show the project info. So we have now been working on this for 3 hours, which is still a decent amount of time. 3 hours for this, for basically a whole, you know, practically a 3-minute song. I mean, that's pretty good.